Hey, what's up everybody? Karios here. And today, I'm going to do something special. So I have my magic mat here. So, over the course of 3 years, today is the 3-year anniversary that I've started collecting yokai medals. So I thought, since right there you see that box over there, is all my yokai medals that are commons, rares, and stuff like that. So I'm going to be showcasing a few of the yokai medals that I have picked out that I didn't know were surprisingly rare, and I'm going to use my mat to show it off. So, first one is, this one's very special. This one is a Jabonyan and Ronald Mcdonald medal. This one was commemorative in McDonald's in Japan to commemorate, I believe, the second movie. Either the second movie or, I guess, to promote the toys for Yokai Watch. So this is actually really nice. This is really cool. Second one we have is Yawn. This is a Japanese medal. So most of my collections have USA and Japanese prints alike. So this is the evolution of Hovernyan, which I do like this form. To get him, I think in Yokai Watch 2 you have to do a side quest, but he's really cool. He is very awesome. Next we have a Robonyan. So this is not the original, but this is one of the, because you know how certain yokai medals get like reprints and some are more powerful. This is actually one of the first Robonyan, and this is really cool. And what we have here is a okay, so this is one of the, I forgot what they called this one, but this is a Japanese medal. This is Tattletale, but the Japanese name is Bakuroba. So, I guess it's Tattletale. This is Tattletale. There's another version of her, but Tattlegast, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. So, next up we have... Ooh, sorry, my phone was about to fall. Jibanyan T. This is the treasure. This is one of the... This is, for Yokai Watch 3, I think if you pre-order the game in English, you actually get a chance to battle, Jibanyan T and Komasan T. So I'm just gonna put all the medals that I have looked at thus far in the middle. It's not a lot of them, but... And we have ourselves... We have a Hungramps. Hungramps is always hungry, so I actually do like him. Especially his legendary form, which is Elder Bloom, is really nice. So, put that down there. Another yokai medal that we have, Yawn. So this one is actually really nice. And it has the U on the top side and the name in Japanese. So most of my medals are Japanese. I like to think that the Japanese medals have like better art. That goes without saying, but... And speak of... we have Hovernyan. So this is not the promotional one. This is not the promotional one that you get for the first movie. So you don't get... this is not the promotional one. It's kind of sad, but I do hope I can get the promotional... the exclusive medal for the movie. In American theaters, you can only get Hovernyan through the first movie, if you actually went to theaters and actually went to go see it. I'm thinking that maybe this is the Japanese version, the alternative art, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to do some research on that, and we're going to go into that. So I'm just going to move that one out the way. And we have Ruff Raff, but this one, I think this has to do with Taicho drum, I think, because he has the sticks. But this is really nice art. It's nice and shiny, and it's rainbow. So this might go for a couple of bucks on eBay or something. I don't know. Now we have Jimen Ken, or Mangy Mutt. This is not the original medal. So if you can look closely, you'll see that he is behind bars. So this is an actual reference to the anime where whenever he would be doing something improper or something as a dog and the police think that he's a human, they arrest him and put him behind bars. So this is an actual cute little nod. And I do like Mangy Mutt. I have not gotten him in the main games yet, but I will eventually. And we have one of my personal favorites. We have, hold on. Whoops. Let me fix this. We have here a Lord Enma. And Lord Enma Daio. Enma. So the Japanese phrase is Enma Daio. So in the English dub, it's called Lord Enma. But this guy is not the true Lord Enma. So the title, like I said before, the story is that the title of Enma is passed down. So he is the successor of the previous Lord Enma. But this Enma has different forms. I only have one of those forms, and this is none other than Kakuse Enma. Sorry, my Japanese is a bit rusty, though I want to learn the language. Kakuse Enma Daio. So I think this is the nightmare version of him. There are many, in Yokai Watch 2, there are different forms of Enma that you can encounter, depending on what specific item that you use to go into the dungeons. And if you're lucky, you can befriend him, automatic befriend, or he'll say that, I've seen your power, but I'm not ready to join you just yet. You're going to have to keep going, so on and so forth. And we have a Whisper medal and a black medal. Just waiting for this is Whisper. I actually do like Whisper. He's one of my personal favorite yokai, especially in Yokai Watch Shadow Side. This guy is really funny because he has the Yokai Wiki where he basically says the name of the yokai, even though he's not the best butler though, but he always helps Nate in his adventures across the Yokai Watch games. So now we're going into the special one. Well, not so much special, but more like we're going to go into the second half of this. So this one is very interesting. So this is Gilgaros. This is one of the Onis. Gilgaros Lubu. This is one of the Chinese legendary yokai that you can get in 3. That you can battle. You have to get the item in order to encounter this yokai. There's 3 specific yokai that you can get. The Whisper version and the Komasan. So you get Whisper, Komasan. Okay, so Whisper, Komasan, Jabonyan, and this guy. He is technically the strongest out of the 4. And you can get them, like I said, but it's an exclusive item that you can get. But if you go online, you can scan the QR code and it will give you the item. And you go to a specific location and you can fight these guys. But bear in mind, these yokai, you can only fight them once per day. So keep that in mind if you have Yokai Watch 3. Keep that in mind. And we have ourselves a common Draggy. I actually love Draggy because it's Dragon Lord. And then you have Azure Dragon, the S rank. But I remember stressing myself in Yokai Watch the 1 and 2, and in 3 trying to find a Draggy, almost as much as finding Noko. I will not showcase the Noko medal, but just bear in mind this yokai went from rare in the first game to common in the next 2 games, Yokai Watch 2 and 3. Okay, so this is one that I'm sure that most of you are very familiar with. This is Budai Taicho, translated in English as Sergeant Burly. Booty Taicho. So this guy in Yokai Watch 2 and 3 is really good. So his ultimate basically boosts the front row with attack power. So he's a really good yokai to be on your team in the main games. And he's really powerful. And remember when I said that there was the Komasan version of the Chinese legends? And here we are, right here, we have, I don't remember the name of this one, but this guy, I remember getting him in Yokai Watch 3, and I was very excited to get the Chinese variants. So these are part of the Chinese legends. So it's really cool, like I said with Arcane Gilgaro's Lubu. This, I think it's Jabon, this is Cao. I'm not 100% sure, but this is actually, I love the artwork for this medal. The medals for the Yokai Watch is really nice. And we have a Maximus M, Maximus K. So this is the soul of Nate's grandfather from the second game that, you know, Nate goes back in time to meet his grandfather, who also had a yokai watch in his day. So you can actually get this yokai, and there's the Maximus. There's another version of this. If you play with the female, if you play with Katie, you get the Maximus, you get the grandmother. So it's all relative. And we have ourselves a Schmoopy. Schmoopy is very good because it has the popularity ability. This yokai, along with a bunch of other ones, actually makes it easier for you to befriend them. This is weird that I'm actually doing a video about yokai medals in 2022, even though I don't think that they've made any more yokai medals as of now. But if they do, I would love to do more Yokai Watch unboxing when I'm more financially available, when I'm more financially opt to do it. And we have a event. So this is an event. This is an event. Hungramps. This is like a special one. Hungramps and Grumpsnitch. I don't remember why. They made like special medals to commemorate something, but the Ronald McDonald one was to commemorate McDonald's. But this one's really nice. Like, Grumpsnitch is just out of it, like sleeping, and Hungramps is just drinking tea. It's really nice. And we have Corn Fused. This is from Yokai Watch 3. This is one of the American yokai that you can befriend in 3. I actually own a digital copy of Yokai Watch 3. It's very fun to play. I have to brush up on that, though, because there's some really nice yokai in that game. Old and new. And this is... Okay, so this is the original Robonyan. This is really cool. And we have one of my other favorite boss yokai. This is Sprink. We're going hog wild with this one. So in Yokai Watch, I believe in 2 and in 3, you can befriend him, as well as a couple of other boss yokai you can befriend. They auto befriend you if you defeat them. It's like a side quest that you can go after. Now, before I go into the next one, for those of you who know Yokai Watch, as I'm pretty sure you do, there is a specific yokai that if you cross the street a certain number of times incorrectly, he will attack you, and it is none other than Snartle. Waiting for the camera to gain focus. Sorry, because the yokai medals are very shiny, So Snartle will attack you if you cross the street a certain number of times wrong. And there is a chance that if you do it correctly, you get to fight Orkanos, which is the blue Oni. If you do it, I think it's 30 times for the Oni, but it's like 7 or 8 times for this guy. Bear in mind, if you do this early game, you will get washed. However, if you beat in the game and your yokai are stronger, you can befriend him. You can actually fight him and befriend him. His favorite food is meat. This is also part of the Season 2. When you get the sleeves to put them in, you get an exclusive. You get a Snartle medal. I have like a whole bunch of those in that box over there. Might sell some on eBay. Who knows? Okay, and we have, just waiting for the focus, Gure Rurin. So this is the Japanese Ruff Raff. It's really nice. Now, we're actually, there's one more medal before we go into the Shadow Side yokai arcs that I found that I was very happy to find, and I didn't know that I had it until now. So, this is the Season 1, this is the Japanese Season 1 Jabonyan medal. This is amazing. This particular medal in English is very elusive. You can't, it's very hard to find, and even if you find one, I think this is going for like $9 on eBay. I believe this is like $9, $10. You can, if you have one, you can probably sell it for like $9 to $10. Or 20 since it's like the Japanese print. Okay, now that we put the yokai medals aside, now we're gonna go into the Shadow Side yokai medals. So, some of them do not have most of them do not have Shadow Side variants. So I thought I'd show off a couple of the medals that I've actually gotten. The arcs that I've gotten. So the difference between the arcs is that they're more like, first up we have Cornfused. And this is the reverse. So, this is the American yokai. So they did the ones for several. Next up, we have Usapian. Waiting for the Usapian. And the reverse. That's actually nice. It's showing Usapian on the moon. Which is, I think that's one of his dreams, is to go to the moon. And we have here, okay, so this guy right here is called Dead Cool. So this is a reference to Deadpool. So there are some Marvel and DC references. Gibanion being referenced to Batman, and Deadcool being a reference to Deadpool. And looking on the back, it seems that Deadcool is in a ninja shrine. And this one is very nice. We have the Nomads. So this is we have the Nomads. So these guys actually roam around in Yokai Watch, in the Yokai Watch games. I think in 3 you can befriend them. But these guys are really nice. And if we look closely, you'll see the shadow. You'll see like the little shadows on the side. They're trying to get to a certain location. And I also like that behind them is Times Square. I love the fact that they're at Times Square as a promotional. That is actually really nice. We also have Robonyan Usa Form. This is the USA variant of Robonyan. I believe you can get this if you pre-order. I think if you pre-order 3, you get a code that you can encounter through Robonyan USA Form, USA mode. And there's the background. It has like the USA on the back. Yokai Watch loves to make references to modern day stuff. So we have the Nomads again, but this time Jabonyan's in the middle. Okay, so it's Komasan, Jibanyan, and Komajiro. And if we turn the medal around, we have the Nomads. We have the Nomads, and we have Yawn from Yokai Watch 2. Yokai Watch 3 to promote. That's actually really cool. This one, okay, when I got this one, I was very confused. So, I'm just waiting for the thing to gain focus. So, if you look, I'm trying to make it focus. Okay, so if you look closely, Whisper's in complete disbelief that there's the Loch Ness Monster. So I'm assuming that this is like a Loch Ness Monster-based Jabonyan yokai. Oh, and if you turn it around, it just shows a silhouette of the yokai that was shown. Now we're going into... Okay, this one... This is Crystal Fox. This is another yokai that's popularity. This girl is actually really good for popularity. And if you turn it around, it actually shows that her silhouette shows her on the stage with other yokai that are there. But she's really good. She's not the best popularity yokai, but it's kind of a shame that she does not have an evolution. It's very much of a shame. So I have 4 more arcs to show you. Now we have a legendary yokai. We have the Last Nyamarai. So this one was for Yokai Watch. This is the American variant. This is the American variant of the Hovernyan. And if we turn it around, you will see that on the side you'll see Hovernyan on one side with the moon, with the crescent moon, and the Last Nyamarai with the star. So if I had to say which of these, between the Last Nyamarai and Hovernyan, which one is stronger, I would say the Last Nyamarai. It's a tie between the two, depending on what you equip them with in game. But Hovernyan was the OG, so I'd have to give it to him. So we have one of the... Okay, so this is one of the superheroes. One of the superheroes that you can get in Yokai Watch 3, part of the Crankakai. It's like a superhero. I believe this also could be a reference to Fran from Final Fantasy XII. As Yokai Watch did a promotion for Yokai Watch, and Yokai Watch, in turn, did a promotion for Final Fantasy with Mugunyan. Sadly, I do not have that medal, but I would love to get that medal. And if I do get one, I will update you guys when I get one. Probably going for like a lot of money. And another superhero. One of the superheroes from Yokai Watch 3. I don't remember his name, but he is very rare to find. And... in the back, you'll see this is Yo City. This is the city that you go to. in the third installment of Yokai Watch 3. You go to the city. And then the last one for this video, it's a lady devil, but she's also one of the heroes in the game. She's all the superhero ones, like the other superhero that I showed you before, are very rare and cannot be befriended so easily. Unless you have like those the apples that can automatically befriend, and the backwards art, it shows the silhouette of her. So that is all the medals. You see the medals right there, and the arcs right there. So that's all I can show for now. These are all the rare ones that I have thus far. If you like what you see, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want me to do some unboxing videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanguard, Pokemon, or Yokai Watch specifically, leave it in the comments, and I will try to do the best I can when I'm financially able to. So, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and God bless.